Werewolf here. I feel the need to take a bite out of some of these red pill Manosphere Dating Coaches. Are they essentially telling you to be gay? The ones who say, don't talk to women, or they act like it's all of a sudden cool not to talk to women, not to approach them, or that all relationships are transactional, or they have to become a millionaire first, as if anyone can do that. Okay, well, maybe they're not telling you to be gay, but I wonder if these videos are in the subconscious level actually serving to keep you single. By these guys insisting on a tunnel-visioned worldview, which is based largely on confirmation bias. While what they say is, in far too many cases, true, it isn't true in every case, and I see examples of the contrary of what these guys insist upon in the real world every day. And in this video, I will do what I haven't heard any of them do, is I will offer a few suggestions, a few ideas that you might be able to implement, which I as of yet have not heard any of these guys mention. But first, let me pull apart a few of their common tenets. When they say modern dating doesn't work, well, remember, this is from a guy who's sitting behind a gamer chair. Maybe he goes out to the gym to take a few selfies to make it look like he works out. But he's not going out into the real world to put his own ideas and himself to any kind of real-world challenges. When they say you have to become a millionaire, but they also say avoid gold diggers. Well, I know a lot of guys are just average providers, and their marriages are strong. They've been strong for years, even decades. So don't let this internet perception tunnel vision you. Now here's an idea I haven't heard them mention. Let's say you grind, you gain wealth, then you put that money into a trust fund for your future kids' college tuition. Then you tell the woman early into dating what your plan is. If she's a gold digger, she's going to flee. But if she's family-oriented or forward-thinking or both, she's going to appreciate you. Another horrible idea these Manosphere Dating Coaches insist upon is when they say, ignore women, grind and work until you're 35, then date a 20-something. They always say, younger women go for older men. Well, there's a few problems with that I haven't heard them mention. Most guys currently doing that already have experience dating. Some of them have even been through a divorce, so they have plenty of experience with women already. Also, a lot of women go for older guys for the wrong reasons because of their own daddy issues. Something that's best avoided. Plus, let's say you're at 25-ish something. You don't know how our culture will change in 10 years. What if this decadent culture burns itself out, and there's a traditionalist revival, and a 20-something-year-old woman wants to date a guy around her age from a church group, and you're seen as some creepy dude, a 35-year-old plus, who's trying to hang out with younger women. Maybe 35 is better as a contingency plan. Also, I never hear these gurus give advice on how to make small talk with the dad when he's not much older than yourself. Maybe he was a quarterback on the school team when you were a freshman, and he still thinks you're some loser like you're Woody Allen because you couldn't get your family life together in your 20s like he did. When they say just work on yourself, bro, they're assuming that both of these are mutually exclusive, but they never bring up the idea that maybe having a woman in your life could act as an incentive to work harder, to push yourself to do more. I like how almost every guy on the internet says he's starting his own business. But just like a marriage statistic, businesses also have a 50% plus failure rate. And I never hear these guys talk about the actual business part, like what the business is, logistics, accounting, marketing. No, they're showing you videos of e-thoughts and telling you that represents every modern girl. What you could do is you could set some sort of standard for yourself. You could tell the woman that you want to hang out with her every other weekend, but you need every other weekend to work on your business. See how she reacts. That will be an idea of how supportive she's going to be in the long run. When they say, find a traditional wife or go overseas, find your trad wife. Yet, a lot of these guys are playing video games, which is not very characteristic of a trad husband, when they could be using that time to develop skills of a trad husband, and I never hear them talk about learning about the nuances of the other cultures that you plan to visit. But here's an idea. Instead of being one of those guys just trying to get something on the first date, like it's the American Pie movie, why don't on the second or third date, you invite the girl over to dinner with your parents? If she's too postmodern, she's going to think that's weird and uncomfortable. But if she's trad material, she'll appreciate that. When they say women are furious that men are walking away from dating, well, don't think that this is a team effort of every man, because it's not. And a lot of these guys on the internet are not going to be there for you in the long run. What you could do instead is maybe you could, when the situation looks safe, you could practice approaching women and talking to them with the intent that you're not going to ask them out. This way you can gain experience and confidence, and then when you do see a woman that could potentially be the kind that you're looking for, you'll have built up some sort of experience for actually approaching her. Another obvious mistake a lot of these Manosphere guys make is they assume that in every failed marriage, the guy was acting 100% optimal. But of all the guys that you know in real life, how many can you actually count on all the time to always follow through, to do what they say? Well, I bet the number is far fewer than the number you actually know, and unfortunately that's human nature in general. Problems you have with women have a lot in common with problems you have with other men. There's a lot more I could say, but the hour is getting late. If you want more on my opinion, let me know in the comments, and if you totally disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I want to hear your point of view. To sum things up, a lot of these guys waste time acting pissed off, dwelling on negativity and cynicism, and dwelling on the women that they say they're trying to get away from. Sometimes I think that if these guys got exactly what they say they want in life, they would find all sorts of reasons to be unhappy with it. Well, until next time, life, liberty, and the Pacific.